Our next speaker, as in the same email, I believe, I told everyone that we would be having a dynamic guest speaker this morning. I met Jason Frame 2 years ago, I believe, when he visited the Valentine Club and joined immediately, and then went on to join several other clubs, because if you want to move ahead, if you have a passion, and there's something that you need to share with the world and you feel you need to develop it, you need more practice. And so oftentimes those are the people that you will see passionately in multiple Toastmaster clubs. And Jason did just that. To be announced, Jason Frame.
And I'm going to do something that I normally don't do, and I'm going to have some notes up here, because this week I've had to give 19 speeches on camera. So, here we go. You guys watch the movies?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Ever hear a preview that draws you in? Coming soon. You get that deep voice. This is the story of your life. Now, if the announcer or the movie guy was to get up there and say, his life is what? What would your movie look like? What would your story be? What is the script? What kind of a movie are you in? That's what I want to talk about today. In your life movie, which is what you're living now, are you the hero? Are you the villain? Are you the sidekick? Are you just some scene extra that nobody knows about and nobody sees? You wrote that script. Well, you didn't write it by yourself. Actually, other people helped you write that. See, words are so powerful. Whoever said sticks and stones can break your bones, but words will never hurt? The words you were told as a kid, they affected you. They helped you write your script. For instance, if somebody told you, you're dumb, you're stupid, you're never going to be successful, you're just a waste, you would have had to get over that somehow. Otherwise, still today, you'd be feeling that way. If somebody was to tell you, man, you are so awesome, you're going to be so successful, you are just great, and you're so loved, and everybody cares about you, that was written in your script. Now, at some point, you grow up and you write your own script. You can say, you know what? I don't like this, I do like this. And you write your own script. And that's why you're where you are right now. Am I correct on that? Everybody understands that. You are where you are right now because you chose to be here. You wrote that script. If you're rich, you chose that. If you're broke, you chose that. So, if you wanted to change your script, how would you go about doing that? Well, let's find out. Before we get into that, let's discuss some statistics. Let's look at simple statistics. Have you ever heard of the 100-man story? Has anybody heard of this before? Nobody's heard of this. Wow. I have given this 100-man story in front of hundreds of people now, and everybody's like, no, I've never heard about this. Long time ago, Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, back in that day, they did the 100-man story. And they did it statistically trying to find out from people just getting out of school or 20, 25 years old, by the time they get to be 65, what happens to them? Now, the numbers have changed a little bit, but here's the 100-man story, and I'm going to go fast because I do want to help you change your script. 100-man story. Out of 100 people, this is you guys included, this is everybody, from the time you're 25 to the time you get to 65, you with me so far? 29 of you guys are going to be dead. 29 of you are not going to make it to 65. So out of the 71 that's left, 52 of the 71, we're working with the 71, 52 of the 71 will be broke. You'll be living on government. You'll be government cheese. You'll be living on welfare. You'll have food stamps. This is America. This is this country. All right? So that's not looking pretty good. 14 will have to keep working and working and working and working and never be able to retire. They don't have family. They don't have any investments. They didn't do well for themselves. They're going to have to work until they die. Okay? Ooh, this is not looking very good. 5 of you guys are okay, though. Well, let's break that down smaller. 3 of you are doing okay. You've got investments, you've got stocks, you've got money coming in, so you don't have to work all the time. You don't have to try quite as hard as some of these other guys that aren't doing very well. 2 out of the 100 will be rich, will be wealthy. And wealth here is a net worth of 5 million or more. That's it. Not a gross income, not an annual income, it's a net worth. So if you want to be in those 5, I'm going to go 5%, it's 100 people, 5 are doing okay. If you want to be in that 5, you would have to write a different script. That's simple. If you want to be happy, you'd have to write a different script. So how do you write that script? Well, it's a simple goal-setting thing. He keeps looking at the clock and looking at me, so I'm going to go fast. Simple. First of all, you got to decide, what do you want? Simple as that. This is what I want. This is how I see myself. I am the hero of this movie. I was the underdog. Everybody likes the underdog story. And statistically, you're all underdogs. I mean, really. So here you go. You're the underdog already. I'm the hero. I'm going to rise to this. I'm going to achieve that. And what? Exactly. I want to be happy. What is happiness? Get specific. You've got to get specific. People say, I want to lose weight. And they don't lose weight. Why? Because they don't have a specific goal. If they said, hey, I want to lose 20 pounds, that's better. And then put a date on it. I will give myself 10 months. 20 pounds, 10 months, that would be how many pounds a month? This is simple math, right? We're working back for it. You want to lose 20 pounds in 10 months? 2 pounds a month. What can I do every single month to lose 2 pounds? Well, quit consuming 2 pounds of McDonald's hamburgers a day. There you go. I mean, it's simple. Simple. These are little tiny itty-bitty changes. Because everybody says, man, I wish I had this, or I wish I had that, or I wish I was rich, or I wish I had all this stuff. And they're like, but it's so big. You got to break it down. Set a date on it. I'm going to be a millionaire. I'm going to be in that top 5% in 2 years, or 5 years, or 10 years, or however you feel comfortable with. And then break it down. What can I do right now, today? What things can I add to my script? Can I look in the mirror tomorrow morning and say, you are awesome. You are great. You can achieve anything. And if I say that enough and enough and enough and enough, maybe I'll start believing it. And that will get written into my script, into my movie, into my hero story. Well, of course, this is going to be tough. It'd be a lot easier to just be the sidekick or the victim. I mean, I'd have great stories to tell. Oh, how is things going, Frank? Oh, man, let me tell you. I've got a great story to tell now, but who really wants to hear that? Really? When you ask somebody, how you doing, and they say anything other than good, or even they say good, do you really listen? Do you really care? Really? No. Okay. So how do you become the hero? Create the story. Create that one man. All those people say, I wish I was like her, or I wish I was like him. Those people just didn't get it. They did things differently to get to this 5%. You write your script. You write your story. You star, direct, and write your own movie. You are in control.
Thank you.
I haven't on this script at all.